Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited because I'm going to be doing the Pride Flag book tag. I'm sorry that this is coming so late. I just wanted to do it with this shirt and this shirt took longer to get to me than I expected it to. So that's what I'm gonna blame it on. Totally not my busy schedule. But if you somehow did not know, the Pride Flag book tag was created by Spencer over at Common Spence. He did a great history lesson on the Pride flag and then correlated questions to each of the colors on the Pride flag. My hair is just not wanting to stay out of my face today. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Red stands for life. A book with a character who is totally proud of who they are, someone who gives you life. So the character that I'm going to be picking for this one isn't totally like a lot with who they are as far as their sexuality goes, but I just really like how she mentioned it very casually when she mentioned it in the book, and that is Millie from Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. She's in Scotland at this school and they're talking about her past relationships, wanting to get her dating, and she mentions her ex-girlfriend and one of her friends says, "Oh, so we'll have to find you a lass instead of a lad." And she goes, "Oh yeah, no, a lad is fine too." Oh my goodness. Which is just the best way to say that you're bisexual, I think, at least in Scotland. But I really loved that, and I really love her just owning who she is throughout this book. And if you didn't know, Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins is the second in the Royal series, and it is about this girl, Millie, who moves to Scotland to attend this school and who gets the roommate, Prince Flora, who is really spoiled and just a brat in general. And they kind of start to grow close over the time that they are roommates, and it's cute. Both of the Royals books are cute, but this one in particular is really cute. Orange is healing. Name a book that made you as a reader find a deeper meaning or catharsis in your own life. This one is a book that I actually read just this year, and that is The Summer of Jordi Perez in the Best Burger in Los Angeles by Amy Spalding. It wasn't a huge life-changing book for me, or life-changing moment, but it was the first time that I ever got to see a plus-size main character as an LGBT character in a book. Generally, they are presented as straight, and it's like showing the relationship between the chick and a guy. And that's great. It's great to have representation, but it's also great to have representation that I can relate to even more, such as an LGBT character of plus size. And that she's also interested in social media management, which is what I am interested in doing for my career. And it was just a super, I got to relate to this book a lot with those aspects of it. And it was just a really cute book as well. And I really liked it. And it did help me reach a deeper meaning in my life. The Summer of Jordi Perez and the Best Burger in Los Angeles is about this girl. Wow, I can't remember her name. That's just great. But the main character who got this internship at her favorite indie shop over the summer, but she has to share the internship with this girl, Jordi Perez. They kind of start falling for each other. And on top of this, the Best Burger in Los Angeles part, one of the friends of her best friend's boyfriend asks her to help him with his father's app, which is called the Best Of or something, and their mission is to find the best burger in Los Angeles and report it to the app so that they can use it for app development. Yellow is sunshine. Name a book that fills you with so much happiness it could brighten even your darkest days. Future me in a different location but the same shirt, here to say that I changed my answer for yellow, and I'm actually going to be going with Check Please by Ngozi Ukazu. Check Please by Ngozi Ukazu is a graphic novel about this boy who's playing hockey in college after only having played club hockey and done ice skating. And he never, there were never any checks allowed, and now he has to be okay with being checked and everything, but he is gay, and there is a romance that starts towards the end of it, because this is only the first. There's a second one coming out next year in 2020, and we finally have a cover to it. But I was looking through one of my zines for it right after filming, and I was like, oh, I didn't mention it, I need to. But this is one of my favorite of all time. I absolutely recommend that you read this. It is absolutely something that can brighten even my darkest days, even just like looking at one thing, because I love this story so much. I love this book so much. I love these characters so much. I love all of it just so much, and I highly recommend it. Green is Nature. Name a book that is set out of this world in a reality different than our own. For this question, I had to go with The Disasters by M.K. England. So this is a sci-fi book. It is a more light sci-fi book about this like group of misfits that were kicked out of the like astronaut type academy, and as they were being sent back to Earth, there was an attack on the academy, and they kind of had to find their way to a different planet and tell people about what really happened, because there were lies and conspiracies going around about what happened, and even as they're trying, they're not entirely able to clear everything up, and it's so good. The band of characters is so diverse, but there specifically are 2 LGBT characters in this book. There are 3. The main character, Nax, is bisexual and has a love interest, Ryan, in this book, and there is a trans main character as well. I cannot remember her name. Let me check real quick. There's a trans main character named Z, and on top of that, there are just a lot of characters of color and just that kind of thing, and it's a very diverse story set in a world different from our own, kind of, because it's not set on Earth, but it's set in this galaxy. I'm saying it counts for this one, but I really enjoyed it, and please read it because it's not talked about enough. Blue is Peace. Name a book where one of the characters finds peace with a difficult truth. While the main couple in this, the main romance in this is straight, the best friend of the main character is asexual and biromantic, and she is kind of trying to come to peace with the truth that she is still in love with her ex-boyfriend, who is the main character and hers mutual friend, and she has to kind of come to peace with this truth as he is dating someone new, and even after they break up, he starts to date the main character of this book, and it's just kind of a little bit of a heartbreaking situation. But I really loved this book when I read it earlier this year. It's about the main character, Lacey, who, as she is going through her senior year in high school, even though she has never even been kissed, in their like senior seminar class, there is sex ed that is preaching abstinence only, and she knows that that's not correct, so she sets them straight, walking to the front of a room with a condom and showing how to prevent STDs, and it kind of starts a little bit of a sex ed revolution, and it's so good. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's not one of the main characters that is LGBT, it is one of the side characters, which I guess she is kind of one of the 3 main characters, but like, you know what I mean. But she has to face a difficult truth, and I was looking at all my books, and this was another one that was kind of lesser known, like The Disasters, that I kind of wanted to lift up a little bit more with an LGBT character in it, so that is why I picked The Birds, the Bees, and You and Me by Olivia Hinbaugh. And the final question, Purple Means Spirit. Name a book that deals with LGBT themes and religion. So I could go with everyone's answer for this, An Autobiography by Christina Lauren, but it wasn't really a fave. So I'm gonna go with Georgia Peaches and Other Forbidden Fruits by J. Robin Brown. Like the question suggests, this book does deal with LGBT themes in religion, because the main character is a lesbian and her father is a radio evangelicus, and her father is a radio evangelicus. As they are moving to a smaller, more conservative town, he asked her to kind of go back into the closet and not be as outstanding as she is in the new town, more to protect herself, he says, than for how people are going to reflect it on him. While she's there, she meets this other girl who is possibly the girl of her dreams, and she finds out that this girl is also into girls, and it just kind of creates a bad situation. And I loved this story. I loved the main character's a relationship with religion and the relationship with God, because she was very devout. She wanted to help people in similar situations as herself, where like they may have been in the closet, they are LGBT, and they don't know how to bring it up to their religious families. I loved how the topic of religion was brought up in this and how it was discussed throughout. It was done so well, in my opinion, and I loved it. I loved that her relationship with God, she called God a woman and referred to God as she, which is something that I've like heard joked about but never really like seen before. And so that was something super interesting that I enjoyed. Overall, I really enjoyed this book and highly recommend it, and that's why I'm mentioning it in this video, obviously. So that was the Pry Fly book tag. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my answers, if you've read any of these books, what you think of some of these books. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you sometime for a new one. Bye!